the fuck? So I love the half of it. It's a great feel-good movie. But it has one major issue, namely Paul. Now don't get me wrong, Paul is absolutely a lovable dork. But he has these moments where, well, you saw the opening of this video. Need I say more? The issue lies with the fact that Paul is a catalyst first and a character second. And thus we end up with moments where this sweet and kind character who went out of his way to tell off the bullies of a girl who, up until that point, had mostly been giving him the cold shoulder, suddenly turns into a two-timer and a raging homophobe. It is completely out of left field, and really drags down the overall experience of the movie. And really, it could be fixed easily enough while still allowing the plot to happen. Have a scene in the early half of the movie where, say, during one of Paul and Ellie's hangouts, Paul spots someone from school who is openly gay and makes a homophobic comment. And in the few seconds it takes for that scene to play out, you've raised the stakes and enabled that double whammy of Paul being a homophobe to occur naturally. And to have Paul kiss Ellie without looking like a jerk, you could have it that throughout the course of the film, he little by little starts to lose interest in pursuing Aster. Eventually he, unbeknownst to Ellie, sends Aster a text trying to call things off with her. But being the poor communicator that he is, he just ends up confusing her. So Aster pays him a visit after his game to sort things out, but unfortunately walks in on Paul kissing Ellie. As for the aftermath of the scene, Paul does get over his homophobia rather suddenly, but honestly, I don't have too much of a problem with this. I think it's within the range of believability that someone as kind as Paul, who attends a church comprised of old-fashioned folks from whom he most likely developed a sort of secondhand homophobia, that all he really needed to break away from that was to befriend someone under the LGBT umbrella. He never explicitly apologizes to Ellie for his hurtful words, but I'm kind of okay with that too, since his act of backing her up during her speech at the church and expressing his desire to not force anyone to pretend was his apology. However, his conversation with Ellie's dad beforehand I find deeply confusing. It's another moment that has Paul acting as a catalyst rather than a character. The writers need Ellie's dad to agree to her leaving for college. So in comes alternate Paul, who always knows exactly what to do or say in order to get the plot rolling again. But it's not even so much as implied in any previous scenes that Paul is upset with Ellie's dad for holding her back. Yes, there's enough evidence there that that is the situation for Ellie, but we're talking about Paul Munsky, who has to have pretty much everything spelled out for him. So why not have a scene where, after expressing her discontent with Squaw Hamish, Ellie brings up the fact that her teacher has been pushing her to attend Grinnell College, and Paul asks if she's ever brought it up with her dad. Perhaps Ellie dodges the question. Perhaps she simply leaves it at the fact that she doesn't want to abandon her dad. But either way, at least you've established that Paul does have a bit of a bone to pick with Ellie's dad. But what do you think? How would you rewrite the half of it in order to allow Paul to be a fully realized character? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future content. And if you're looking for more ways to show your support, consider becoming a patron, link in the description. Of course, massive thanks to those of you who are already patrons. Don't forget to stay loud and proud, folks. I'm your alibi, and I will see you next time.